Have you ever watched some crazy clip on TikTok and it has all these nice zooms in it, but then when you bring your footage into DaVinci and you try to zoom in, DaVinci starts doing all this crazy stuff. Today I'm going to show you how to tackle this issue. Let's jump into DaVinci, not waste any time. Awesome. So now that we're in DaVinci, I just got a picture of a BMW because we're just rocking and rolling with cars today. So I want to show you why this is happening with the zooms that you're doing. So maybe if you just started out, or like me, been using DaVinci for a while, I didn't know about this trick for a long time. Basically in DaVinci, when you zoom in on the edit page, you might be thinking that you want to change the position because it's not zooming into the same spot that you want. Maybe you want to zoom in on this logo right here. So what you do is you set a keyframe on zoom, you set a keyframe on position, or I'm sorry, you'd set it over here somewhere, and then maybe you would reset it for the first frame, and then it would do something like this. And then you might add your standard easing of ease out and ease in on your second frame, and then it's gonna do something like this. Kind of like, ooh, it's got like that bounciness in there. We weren't looking for that. We were just looking to zoom right into the logo. So I'm going to show you how you can actually do that in DaVinci and how you can do it for anything. This doesn't just go for car logos. So we're just going to erase all this. So we'll reset our nodes, and then we're going to jump straight into the Fusion page. Now, once you're in the Fusion page, you're actually just going to click on Medium 1, hit Shift Space, and you're going to type in transform and just bring that guy on in here. So now we're going to do what we'd usually do to zoom in. So we're going to select the size and keyframe it. Then we'll go to about frame 30 for this video, and then we're going to keyframe it again, and then we're going to select how big we want it. How big do we want the zoom? But instead of keyframing your center value, in this case we're going to use something called a pivot point. So if I click on my transform, underneath these two arrows right here, this X, screen X, is called a pivot point. Essentially, wherever I set this pivot point is where whatever actions I have keyframed are going to start from. So for instance, this size right here, if I were to bring down the pivot point onto the logo and just get it roughly in the center, now we'll actually have an animation that we're looking for. It'll zoom right into the logo. Same thing goes if you were to do like something with the angle. I'm not saying that this is a perfect example of this because obviously we're rotating a whole car. If we did something like this and set it for 360, we would rotate the whole car around. And then all you got to do is you got to come up here to the transform, enter in the spline tab, make sure show only selected is selected, and check off your transform box. Hit this guy right here, and then hit Control A and S to smooth out all your keyframes. Then you're left with something like this. Ah, man, nice and smooth right there. Yeah, that's the pivot point in a nutshell. Basically, it creates where the animation is going to be based off of. If I were to bring up the pivot point to wherever it is right now off the screen or at the top of the screen, the rotation and the size is going to zoom into here, and it's going to start from the top. So maybe that's something you're going for. It should drastically change up the way that you are zooming, animating, changing size, anything you do in DaVinci or other editing software, I assume. If you guys got some value out of this, make sure you guys slap that like button, slap that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K subscribers, and I need your help getting there because I can't subscribe to my own channel. So slap like, slap subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one on Davinci Resolve.